Just keep talking. We're talking about Bitcoin.
This is podcast number 4 or 5. I'm not sure, but I was telling Chumbo that I completely got out of the equities markets completely. I'm 100% Bitcoin, and not even just Bitcoin. There's like hundreds of different alternate.
But I heard the other shit was bullshit though. I heard like
I've made some great profits on other ones.
No shit.
Yeah, I'll shout out to Vercoin is one of my biggest winners. Litecoin is on a big run right now.
Bitcoin
is on a big run right now.
Is it different, like different currencies, like the dollar and the peso and is that
Correct.
type of shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does it?
But the differences are like the technology behind it. Bitcoin being the first one is like the one has the best marketing. Everybody knows about it. And I say Bitcoin to you, you know what it is.
Yeah, I thought all of it was
Some dude
Bitcoin.
created it back in 2001.
It was for video games. And
2009,
shit, right?
2009, not 2001.
Yeah.
And they were trading at like half a cent.
Yeah.
And now 8,615. Is that what I just said? $8,615.
So that's like one Bitcoin.
One Bitcoin. And then people are saying people are throwing some wild ass shit out there, but $10,000 before the end of the year, and then 100K Bitcoin down the line, like long term.
When you buy a Bitcoin, when you invest in Bitcoin, what are you investing in?
So they call it a store of value. A lot of people that have like talked about the stuff have said it's not a currency because there's not a market for it. Like you can buy. Some people are like selling their homes for Bitcoin only.
Yeah,
but you can't go and buy a cup of coffee, I guess.
Yeah, I do about a pizza though. I heard. Yeah, I do about a pizza.
Most expensive pizza of all time.
And I heard
in today's dollars.
I told you about this, but I heard in Dubai you can pay your college tuition with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the whole thing behind it is the decentralization. Like no one owns Bitcoin. Nobody owns that currency. Mm-hmm. It's everybody's coin, I guess. Yeah. Everybody can use it. You don't have to pay enormous. I guess that's kind of changed because of the amount of Bitcoin is worth.
Yeah.
But think about have you ever wired money to anybody?
I had money wired to me.
How much was the fee? Do you remember?
I don't know. No wait, I wired something for
like Western Union or some shit like that.
That shit. I think I paid $10 to help Esquilo wire some money to his mom one time.
So think about that. There's two big companies that kind of own that whole like money transfer like game. It's like a giant monopoly. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So with Bitcoin or other these currencies, I mean, the transaction fees are they're in comparison like incredibly small.
Yeah.
And it helps. Let's say you're wiring, like you're transferring money to somebody in an underdeveloped country.
You're going to one of those non-American bullshit ass.
The transaction fee. My inner Trump came out there. Let's say you're sending it to like to a country where the transaction fee alone would be a week's worth of work for them. It's like, what the fuck?
It's not worth it. Yeah.
So in terms of like allowing access to people or to the whole world to have access to jump into this, it's there. It doesn't block people out. So,
but how many people can participate in it? Because it's a finite amount of.
Well, you can buy a percentage of a Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a whole.
Oh, you don't got to buy a whole. So I don't got to have the $10,000 to get.
You can buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. Would be a percentage, a portion.
No shit.
Yeah.
And what do you buy it from?
From any exchange. Bittrex is one. For all the newbies, it would be Coinbase.
Yeah.
There's another one, and you can literally do a transfer from your checking or savings account directly to there and then buy.
That sounds like a
Bitcoin,
steal your identity real quick.
Ethereum is another one that is huge. Those are the three. So, yeah.
I'm stealing my shit.
But I would say there's a lot of YouTube was a big help because I didn't know what I was doing in August when I got in.
So you just got in and you already double.
I literally got on. I got on Twitter, which I never would have jumped on. But now I'm on Twitter because there's so many people up there, like on Twitter, either shilling coins or giving you good advice. It's
no shit.
Pick and choose, follow the right people. My whole Twitter is nothing but cryptocurrency.
I got on Twitter to say bad shit to Daniel Cormier. That's why.
Why?
That's why I got
such a fucking.
No, that nigga sucks.
That dude is so fucking just a class act. Look.
He's not.
Dude, he's such a
snake.
class act.
I'm telling you.
Look.
If you look at this dude, like, he moves like a nice guy. He's too nice.
The only thing about DC that I can say bad about him is that edge up. But aside from that, he's solid.
Yeah. And don't trust nobody that keep going back to the same barber for the same fucked up ass edge up. This nigga edge up go way back here. And he got the nerve to fight John Jones with that haircut.
Hey, look. So what? I haven't even been keeping up with fights except for last night's fight between Bisping and Gastelum.
I thought it was tonight.
I saw the highlight on Instagram. And I was like,
yeah.
But dude, he just fought 3 weeks ago against GSP. And I was like, damn, this dude turned around in 3 weeks and
he didn't turn around.
His retirement fight.
They don't like. What the fuck is wrong with this coffee? Dana White, I think, forced him to turn around. Like, I think Dana White was like, all right, I let you fight the money fight, and now you got to fight, Gastelum.
Took 2 L's within a 3-week time period.
Yeah, but I mean, they were both big paydays, and one of them was a big push in China, because I think they're trying to get the UFC bigger in China because they got ONE FC, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out there, and they actually have competition. They don't really have competition out here. They got Bellator, but I mean, you know what I mean?
UFC's been the one that's been pushing it and made it what it is now.
Exactly.
So
yeah, but still, that's why I got on Twitter. Actually, I got on Twitter to talk shit about Alistair Overeem, and then it became more fun. Because Alistair Overeem doesn't care. Yeah, Alistair Overeem's like, nobody likes me.
Come see me, here's my address, bitch.
Exactly, yeah. But DC, you can tell, like, he'll reply to people. He's like really...
He really cares.
He's one of those people who is like, man, I'm a good person. Why are people mean to me? He doesn't realize that good people get shit on all the time.
You've got to have a certain amount of, like the bad side.
You have to be normal.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Like, that kid that never messes up. He makes all A's. Even the teachers don't trust him. They're like, man, fuck this nigga. That's
school.
Yeah, see? Yeah. That's what I'm telling you.
Or he's like a serial killer. He's killing birds first and then killing them.
I am still a fan of Daniel Cormier. I don't need that.
Not saying he's a serial killer.
Exactly. I don't need him coming to Houston fucking with me. I just like talking shit to people who I know will respond to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple people you can't talk shit to because they're just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big enough person, like a big enough name for people to care unless they're super sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
Say, I must respond.
Twitter is where a nobody can talk shit and be a somebody off of that shit talking.
That's true.
That's true.
I don't even talk shit. I'm over here like, let's see what's... I'm kind of like an observer. I'll make a couple of points here and there. I like what this is doing, or, I'm feeling this coin. I think you should jump on it, or I'll like reach out to other exchanges like, hey, I want you to start trading this coin so that we have more volume. The more volume you have, the more on the upside. So I'm like shilling coins pretty much. I'm like, come on.
But I think we should do a podcast of you. It can be this one.
Okay.
Of all finance, because you were on the stocks that one day when you were just like, fucking, it's going up and it's going down. Was that Harvey? When Harvey was having
when I put 20 grand into Kroger.
Yeah.
And I ended up selling for like maybe $100 profit, which was bullshit. But I was like, fuck it. But dude, when you see that swing, oh man, I had to hold off for a whole 2 weeks until that made its way back over.
No shit.
I was like, fuck,
so it was under for a while.
Like I picked the wrong entrance there. I was like, God damn it.
But anyway, you know a lot more about finances than I do, because I'm like super old school. Like, I put shit in my savings account, and at the end of the year, I'm like, shit, $3. I got $3 in this bitch.
I just...
You know what I'm saying?
So, I guess we could go with... Everybody's heard of high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, man, a $10,000 swing in one day.
Yeah.
All the way down, then all the way back up again.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's almost an exercise in self-control. Don't sell at the bottom. That's where you lose.
Because everybody thinks, oh shit, it's gonna keep going down.
It's gonna keep going down all the way. It's almost like you're in your own head.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, don't sell at the bottom.
Don't sell at the bottom.
Don't be in love with one particular investment. You've got to be logical.
Yeah,
you can't let your feelings.
Alright.
You can't let your feelings. You have to be logical. You have to have a plan. It's like, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to sell 50% here. My goal is this part. and that's it, and you stick to it.
But what are these
Because
dates?
if not-
Are these numbers? What do you mean I'm going to sell 50%
So
here?
let's say, and I'll use dollar terms. So let's say you have an investment and you buy at $1.
$1.
And you're like, you know what? From my own analysis and research, I think it's going to go to $5.
$5.
All right. Now, no one can tell the fucking future.
Okay.
Ever.
All right.
So you're like, here's my plan. I'm gonna get in at $1. I'm gonna buy 100 shares.
Okay.
I'm gonna sell 50% of those 100 shares. Sell 50.
Are you talking about stocks or Bitcoin?
Stocks. I'm using just an investment.
Investment. Okay.
Dollar amount. But this is the same kind of deal that I would use for any alternate cryptocurrency, because I shouldn't say Bitcoin because it's just one.
Oh, okay.
Hundreds.
Cryptocurrency.
I don't want to mislead, and Bitcoin is thrown around so much usually by the media.
Okay.
That's why it has such a high clout.
Yeah, because everybody know that name. All right.
Exactly. So cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. So you say you have a plan. You're like, okay, I'm going to sell 50 of those 50% of my investment, 50 shares at $3.
Okay.
And I'll sell the remaining 50 at my target, $5.
Okay.
And that's where you've made your money. Does that make? So
yeah.
you're like, okay, boom, boom. It doesn't matter that maybe the price of that investment goes to $10. Your plan was to get out at $5, and you succeeded.
So you did your thing.
Yeah, you made money.
Yeah.
Because what if, let's say it goes to $3.15.
Yeah.
And then it dips back down to $1. Well, at least you took some profit. You sold 50%.
Oh, so you sold 50% already.
At $3, and then it dips back down to your original $1.
Yeah.
You're like, well, fuck.
Okay.
I didn't lose any money. I actually made money.
Yeah.
Because you got to be tactical.
All right.
You have to have a plan. You can't just be like, it's going to rise forever.
Yeah.
And then that's it. It has to be very, very logical, and you can't jump in on something that's already going, like shooting up.
Yeah.
That's how people get left holding the bag. Like,
because they come in.
Like, oh shit, it's going out. It's going way up. Like,
everybody get in. Yeah.
They call it FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Yeah, I got that.
So you're like, people jump in, and then it's like, drugs. It hits the top.
Yeah.
And it plummets.
No shit. But does it ever bounce back? Are there any that just
there's all sorts of terms for it, like a double top where it dips down and it bounces back up.
Yeah.
And so,
because I feel like I don't have any investments, and I should probably get some because jobs aren't going to be around for that long.
The way I would recommend it is like do some research on any investment where you feel, hey, this is something solid that I believe in.
Yeah.
And just hold on to it. Don't sell it. Don't think you're a fucking day trader. That's how people lose their money.
Because they think that's the kind of shit I would be doing. Like, I'm used to shooting dice. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my money right now. How much is this worth?
I wish Enrique could tell you about when he thought he was going to be day trading. What was it?
We have thrown his brother under the bus.
No, because he's like, that was an expensive lesson. He lost money trying to day trade.
Trying to do it,
and he's like, dude, I couldn't get it right. It's like, because you're not a fucking trader, number one. Number two, I'm like, look, you're supposed to buy and hold. It's supposed to be like a mid to long term. Like, I'm not moving. I'm not touching this shit until next August.
But you're looking
at it all the time, and then I've taken some profit. Like I've sold some, moved it to some other stuff, but I haven't pulled anything back out to US dollar.
All right.
So I'm like, I believe in this project. I like this. I'm going here.
So if I'm Joe Greenspoint or Joe Oakcliffe, if you're from Dallas, and I got $500 somehow, we're not gonna say how, but somehow I came into $500 on these streets, and I'm like, look, I want to make this money into $1,500. I just want 3 times what I got using real.
There's so many. I'll tell you what I'm holding right now.
Yeah.
I've got Neo, which is a Chinese like a platform coin, I guess. I really don't know how to explain it, but Neo. Yeah. Vertcoin is my favorite, number one.
Vertcoin?
Vertcoin. It's trading at $4 and like some change right now, $4.50.
Okay.
I bought it at $1.
No shit, in August?
Yeah, in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might get some of that.
So that was, and I have, for me, that target is to $50 like by August of next year.
Okay.
So I'm not touching that at all. Like I want that to go.
Yeah.
Who else do I have? I have some Chinese coins because, man, my Chinese brothers, they're going to do it. They're going to pump this shit up to the top.
That's where a lot of my money is coming from right now. But I'm just talking about, like, teaching. Like, I teach online, and Chinese people, they're like, they will pay you. Like, America be lying to y'all. They be saying, like, communist people don't want to pay nobody. Because is China still communist? I think China's still communist. all those motherfuckers are like, yo, I'll pay you this amount of money per hour, this amount of money. In America, they like, if you work for me, I'll give you $10 an hour. And I'm like, nigga, fuck you. Like, I'm a teacher. You know what I'm saying? But in China, they like really value like education, number one. And they feel, I guess, like, if you're putting in work, like if you're an expert in something, they'll pay you for that shit. And nobody here feels that's what's wrong. That's why
that's what's wrong
we're
with
going
America.
down. Hell yeah,
dude. Because right now, everybody's talking about Obama's daughter blowing smoke rings and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit? Yeah, y'all don't realize the apocalypse coming, but Obama's daughter blowing smoke rings. Dog, I'm telling you, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna keep fucking with North Korea because I think North Korea is all smoke screen. I used to live in Korea. Yeah. I think what they do is when they raise a tantrum and shit, like South Korea sends them shit and China sends them shit, and it calms them back down. So they've never actually been tested on what they have. I think they got nukes. I think they got drones. I think they got all kind of shit. And I think Trump gonna piss off the wrong motherfucker, and he gonna push that button, and next thing you know, it's gonna be California's gone, and then they're gonna be easing their way over here. I'm telling you.
Did you see that one dude that escaped? Did you see it on the news? I'm waiting for the narration part of it, where they put like a little background music to it. But dude, they shot that dude like 5 fucking times.
That was the worst escape from anything. This nigga just broke out. He was
and then they had to go in there and get him in the night. Yeah. And drag him out. They found all these tapeworms or whatever.
Yeah. He had all kinds of shit in him. Yeah, he was fucked up. Fuck. Dog, I remember. I'm not going to list his name. Yeah, for real. I have a friend who was high in the military. I don't know if he still is, and I'm not going to say his name. But he said, like, this is a long time ago, before this North Korea thing. He's like, look, if you're trying to get away from somebody, you don't want to run fast. What you want to do is move at the same pace as everything going around you. So if people are walking and you're trying to escape, you just sort of walk off because nobody will notice that.
Yeah, they see something like out of order, out of place.
Yeah. So I see this nigga running, and I'm like, he finna die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just gonna break out. How you just gonna run from North Korea? Like, they can't catch me.
Track
you know what
star.
I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, they got his ass.
But he's gonna make it.
He's
gonna make it.
Yeah. So that dude,
crazy.
Yeah, but he defected. But yeah, they gonna kill us all. And
we gonna see. Look.
Yeah.
They
why would you believe that they don't have nuclear weapons?
They're already testing them. That's the thing. It's like, no, it's not like don't believe. They do.
Yeah, they do.
And now it's like, all right, let your nuts hang. Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah, but every time they do something...
They just chest bump.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like, who's going to swing first?
And every time they test something and it goes wrong, it's on the international media. Now, that tells you that people are watching you. Wouldn't you throw out some fake tests to throw them off the scent? Like, I shoot a rocket into the ocean every once in a while. I'm like, oh, look, I guess I can't shoot nobody. And then when the shit really goes down, they're like, oh, where'd this missile come from? You know what I'm saying?
I stayed up till like 3 in the morning watching like the Terminators. And you saying that right now just reminded me when they went into the bunker in the third one. It was the chick Terminator.
Yeah.
And then the bombs start dropping.
I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen.
I was like, damn. Yeah, I love those movies. I think some of the AI and like Arnold.
Yeah, that's gonna happen too. I mean, I think Elon Musk is the AI, and he's gonna come and fucking.
His hair grew back. I saw some before and after pictures.
I thought I was tripping because I couldn't put the pictures in order. Did that really happen? I thought I was tripping. I was like, wait a minute. Because he looks younger, but he has less hair. And then he looks like 30 years, because he doesn't age well. Like, his face doesn't age well. But he has a whole head of hair now.
It's like, boom. It's like, boom. Like, dude. I ran an algorithm. What's up, son?
Yeah. But, hey. I was listening to Joe Rogan on the way here, and I don't know if it's an Elon Musk thing, but somebody has a thing, CRISPR now, where they can change your genes.
Oh, I think that's going to be a moneymaker. But I'm saying, going to be like, hey, I want my son to be strong as a motherfucker.
No, there's already a dude who's doing it on himself, like now.
Oh, I didn't know you could do it now.
He's the first dude. Apparently, it was last week, some German dude. He has some disease, and they're going to change it's like an autoimmune disease, so they're going to change his genes to where he doesn't have the disease anymore. And from that, they're speculating that you'll be able to just like, oh, my cell aren't dividing enough. Your cells stop dividing. That's how you age.
Yeah.
They can switch your gene on back to where your cells are dividing, and you go back to being like 26 years old.
See,
producing testosterone
the
and shit.
societal impact of that. Just think about on resources, natural resources. On
No more kids. We just can't have no more kids.
It would be the end of us.
Yeah.
It literally would be.
It'll be the end of kids. It won't be the end of me. I mean, we gonna be here. We in this bitch.
Dude. Hell yeah. We I don't care. That's selfish, but it's true. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Not only am I gonna have that same feeling you are. You want your kids to have it. You want everybody around your mom, your dad, everyone.
That's gonna be.
And then look, we're already overpopulated.
Yeah. Yeah.
We already can't feed. Look,
it's gonna be
they're gonna start feeding us
shit.
crickets and shit for protein.
They've been saying that for years. Ain't nobody finna eat that shit.
Another piece of cricket bread.
Yeah, you know how many crickets? Do we even have that many crickets?
Dude, I guess, dude, and roaches and shit. And
but you know what they do got? They fed a spider some enzyme, and now they have spider silk that's strong enough to carry a human. So they're gonna start making clothes out of that shit, and all your clothes
like
be
Kevlar.
Damn! Can't nobody tell me shit. If I'm walking down the street,
was it like
0 cops better pull me over if I got one of those spider suits on? Yeah, bitch.
Did you ever watch the footage of that one dude in Los Angeles that robbed that bank and he had like full like body armor?
No.
And the cops were shooting at him. He's just walking around like something out of fucking Terminator.
No shit.
Yeah, they ended up getting him in the leg and then killed him.
Achilles. I like that.
They got him in the leg and they shot him in the head.
No,
but he had full armor. Like
that shit escalated. They shot him in the leg, and then
there was him and another
dude,
and he was just.
But he has to be strong though, because even when you have Kevlar, you can still get the pressure. Like, wouldn't it knock you back?
He was just walking around like in King Diddling.
Do you see that dude that they kept trying to tase? It was like a big white dude, and like the cops kept trying to tase him. It took him like 6 times before it took him down. He was just walking like. But I guess he was one of those, like, I know my rights, blah, blah, blah. So they just kept tasing him, and he was just like, whatever, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish that was me, but yeah.
But yeah, that CRISPR shit.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I guess unintended consequences. Because at some point, motherfuckers gotta die. It has to happen. It's just, that's the way this earth works, and it's how it will progress. I mean, you gotta let a new generation come through. Imagine if Trump never dies.
Dog.
What if, look, imagine if, and I'm not just picking on Trump.
Yeah,
imagine if a lot of people that have like these backwoods, like just old timey ways never fucking go away.
That's what vampires are.
Their money talks for them, and they constantly push the agenda.
Look at every vampire movie. They're all like old European aesthetic. They're all like super racist. If you look at vampires, I mean, vampire is their race, but they're all like fuck humans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my shit. They all got a lot of money. That's what vampires are, and I'd be alright with that because I think I would be one of the people. Who the vampires, like I would be in the other camp.
Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever it is a wolf or Frankenstein's or whatever. I think I would be in the other camp that the vampires didn't fuck with. But I could definitely see, like, redneck vampires taking over the world.
It's just like, without that mentality stays along.
Yeah.
Like,
but can you maintain that forever?
Have you noticed, look, so just, this is kind of throwing off in a different direction, but have you noticed how many, I guess, sexual abuse and sexual assault and all this stuff that's been happening, I'm like, fucking daily.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And it's nuts. Yeah. Because I'm like, I guess this has been happening for forever.
Yeah.
But finally the ladies are like, you know what? Fuck this.
I used to think, and this is a confession. Somebody else said it before me, but I have the same thought. I used to think that the term rape culture was an extreme term that didn't reflect reality. But that shit is real as fuck. Like, there's a lot of rape in our culture, and apparently people know about it. Like, people knew about Harvey Weinstein. And
it's just like, don't worry about it.
So now
that's how it is.
Yes,
that's how it is.
And I don't know where I fit into that culture now. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. All this shit is going on around you. If you didn't know about it, or if you were complicit in it, you still are part of the society. So something that you do is perpetuating it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like something about me, I don't know what it is. Me living day to day somehow didn't destroy the structures that allow people to rape. So somehow I'm holding it up because you're either stepping on it or you're holding it up. So that's kind of fucked up. Now it kind of fucked like recently. My whole mentality has been fucked up. Like damn, like I live in a country where
this is okay. Like
everybody's raping everybody. You know that's fucked up.
Like even against Trump while he was running. Like, that didn't stop him. And then all this other shit. And then it goes both ways. Man, he even got HW.
Yeah.
And that dude can't even stand up anymore.
But wait, is he doing it? I can understand the story. Is he doing that now?
No, I guess it was dementia? In the past.
Oh, okay. Because I thought he was like dementia. Because I've been around some old people. Like my auntie used to work at a old folks home, and they don't know what the fuck they doing.
No, this was in the past, I guess, when he had all his faculties. At least that's what I understand. Maybe I'm not correct 100%. Yeah. Y'all can comment, whatever. Because
I thought this shit was happening in the old folks. I was like, you don't really know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if it happened in the past, that's fucked up.
So it's just like, damn, so it's on both sides. I mean, Democrat, Republican,
it's just
Hollywood, just across the board. It's fucking nuts.
The crazy thing is, if it's happening in politics, it's happening. It might be happening in this building right now.
It's
we don't even know.
Societal, like ingrained in American culture. It really is.
Walking through a sea of rape, and you don't even know. Yeah. And for the thing, I've never been in a locker room where niggas was talking sexual. That's some shit I never participated in.
Chumbo just hangs out with the old dudes that's just walking around naked.
Yeah, I mean, but that's how the Y is. But they'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, did you see that girl with the big titties?" I'm like, "Nigga, we naked. You can't be. No, you better talk about some basketball or some shit." Like So when they were like, "That's locker room talk," I'm like, "That's a weird ass locker room you niggas be in." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I will say, I've been in the sauna. I'm like headphones, sauna. But there'll be some dudes in there talking about, this chick and that, and look at this one chick. I'm like, y'all are all in a sauna.
Yeah, that's weird.
Man, y'all don't even know each other. And y'all are like, well, look at this, and look at this. I'm like, man, I bet you that ain't even your girl, man. That's like rando, Google picture you have on your phone.
Y'all are talking about some random person that neither one of y'all know on Instagram.
There was a guy that we used to drink with at Lucky's. I ain't gonna say his name because it's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Dude, he would be like, "Hey, you want to see my new girlfriend?" And my other homeboy would be like, "Man, stop lying. That's just a prostitute." And then, he'd keep drinking. He's like, "Yeah, she was a prostitute." He'd come clean, and so we stopped believing him at all, like completely.
But here's the thing. What person that you just met shows you their girlfriend?
Well, we knew this guy because he was kind of like a regular. So we'd all go drink there, and we'd see him. I was like, "Well, what's up, man?" And he's like, "This is the chick I'm hooking up with right now." I'm like, "Stop."
That's weird.
Stop lying.
I don't think because I've been in situations where dudes are like, "Do you want to see the picture of this girl?" And I'm like, "No."
No, why?
Like, why do I want to? You know what I'm saying? Like, every dude who does that, I'm letting you know right now, that shit is weird. Like, if your friends aren't telling you, they're not good friends. But like, I've never gone up with somebody and be like, "Hey, this is my girlfriend. She's hot, right? Yeah."
Like, do you need somebody's affirmation? Like, you made the right decision? No, man, it's you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that shit is weird. But dudes do that shit. Not a lot of them. Not a lot around me.
I feel like that's I don't know. I guess everybody's weird in their own ways and shit.
But I don't know. There's certain kinds of weird that I don't allow around me. I'm trying to say this without sounding like a douche, you know what I'm saying? But there are certain kind of people. I want everybody to be yourself, love yourself, do what you got to do. But there's certain kind of weirdness where I'm like, nah, me and you can't be friends. Yeah. I mean, you good. I mean, you cool and continue to live your life as you live it, but we can't be friends because that shit's too weird for me.
Dude, I had another friend that we all had to just cut loose.
No shit.
This dude was just over the top. When he drank, he drank, and then he would just start acting dumb and being dumb.
Yeah.
And so it was like, look, we just cut him off, and then, dude, we caught him one time drinking O'Doul's at Little Woodrow's. And we like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, you shouldn't even be around here. Like if you're drinking O'Doul's at a bar, I'm like, you have a serious issue. You need to go home. It was crazy, but he was like, man, why'd y'all all just stop talking to me?
Oh, he confronted y'all about the shit? Oh, that's awkward. Don't you want to be my friend?
I was like,
aren't you still my friend?
You were so offensive, like... Kai knew this guy. Kai hated him. And at the end, we all kind of just did
Kai doesn't really edit what he says a lot either.
No, but I mean, the dude was just incredibly disrespectful from the get-go.
No shit.
Said whatever, just, it was like, it was crazy.
That's another thing.
Like that, no filter.
People, I don't know when it became like macho and cool to be like, I don't care what people think, I'll say whatever I want. Like, you gotta care what people think if you're gonna talk to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say things that are gonna offend the people around you and expect everybody to accept the shit because you're being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's like that.
It's bullshit, yeah.
It's like somebody's gonna call you out.
Yeah.
Like, who is it? That Colby dude that was talking shit about all those Brazilians, and then
Colby Covington,
boomerang at his ass.
He hit the nigga with a boomerang. Bitch.
Let me go get my boomerang back. We went back together. That was so fucking funny. But I was like, exactly. I'm like, look, that's great. Yeah. Say what you want. But some people ain't gonna like that shit. Yeah. And they come for that ass.
Verdun
and then you're like, I'm gonna press charges and shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. You can't be a badass and press charges, you know, especially if you got hit by a boomerang, because that's not even, like, you know what I'm saying?
So what is the charge? Assault by a boomerang.
By boomerang. He ranged me, bro. He ranged me. I want to press charges.
I was like, fuck this guy. Like, why would you go and say like an entire country, you're all animals. Like, what? And nobody's going to come for you? You've got it twisted, man.
It's because Conor McGregor has told everybody that if you could just offend a bunch of people, that you'll be famous. But what people aren't realizing is that the entire country of Ireland loves Conor McGregor. Like, you American motherfuckers, like, we not going to support you if you go somewhere talking shit. You know what I'm saying? You can go over there and be like, yeah, America's number one. You're going to be like, man, if y'all fuck that nigga, that ain't my boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can fuck him up all y'all want.
Peace out. Yeah. I love
Brazil. Exactly. I love Brazil, too. Like, no, we was never friends. Me and Colby Covington was never friends.
Why would you do that? But you know what? And to flip it, I mean, it created a lot of, like, media type for him. Yeah, everybody's talking about it, us included.
Yeah, I mean, it worked for him, and it might
that was
continue
a
to work.
little bitch move.
Yeah.
I'm pressing charges, like.
Yeah.
Well,
there's nothing macho about pressing charges.
You should have just stuck to your convictions and fought that motherfucker.
Exactly. And you're a fighter. And you were saying that Brazilians are trash and that you could beat up the whole country. But one dude throw a boomerang at your ass and you call the police.
Call the cops. Suspect.
Yeah. That's some talking
no, it's not even suspect.
It's like, shit.
That's funny. Somebody called you out on your bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't handle it.
Yeah. You ranged your ass. That's fucked up.
Crazy.
Right. So we're 2 minutes over, and we didn't have a guest, but we're gonna have a guest next time. I don't know who it is, but we're back. We gotta
start doing this on a schedule.
Yeah.
Like, we just gotta commit.
What schedule you want? I quit my weekend job, so I should be free on weekends.
Every other weekend? Every other weekend. Let's not get too crazy.
Yeah, every weekend is, yeah.
It's like, man, I'm gonna stop running out of shit to talk to y'all about. Birdcoin. I'm gonna shield some coins. Yeah. Birdcoin, Neo. Don't jump into Bitcoin yet because it's hitting all-time highs. You don't want to buy high, and then it corrects. You want to wait till that motherfucker cools down, and then go in. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Just buy a little bit.
And I'm gonna try to take some of his advice. I have never invested in anything, so I can tell you from the ground up for all my niggas in Greens Point, all my niggas in Oak Cliff, all of us who have never ever invested in our future before, I'm going to tell y'all how it goes.
Until next time, guys.
There you go.
Stay shitty.
Stay shitty.